Thanks.
There we go. Okay. Before we start, if not images, because we're not going to show any images, but if hearing the words DA, DV, and SA trigger you or make you feel uncomfortable, considering this your warning that this episode of the Memelords versus the Warudo will not be for you, as we are taking on the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial in full-ish. We're going to cliff notes it, kind of. So yes, again, consider this your warning. If you don't like hearing any stuff about DA, DV, and potential SA, which has not been proven, this podcast is not for you. That being said, introduce yourself, you fucks.
Bonsoir. How's it going? I missed you guys. It's Suda.
Wow. What a bitch.
What? What? Hey, that's not polite.
Objection, hearsay.
Objection.
Fuck! You got me. You got me. You got
What?
me.
I was joking. What did it do? It's arc.
Objection, you say. You Ugandan.
Yes. Yes. Uganda.
Uganda, Wakanda forever. Yo, is that Captain Jack Sparrow?
Oh, yes, it has never been actually.
The captain.
What?
What did he say?
I don't know. He got out so bad.
Said, hello, Danhausen here. Very nice, very evil.
Jesus.
Okay. And it's your boy.
Watch this podcast, or you're cursed.
Well, again, unless topics of SA, DV, and DA trigger you or make you upset, you're not going to want to watch this. And it's the last time I am abbreviating it because we aren't getting monetized to begin with, so we might as well say the actual fucking words.
I have a question for you. What part of it's your curse didn't you fucking understand?
Objection, hearsay.
Objection, here's. Objection, relevancy.
Objection, relevancy.
Relevancy?
You mean Amber Heard's testimonies in general?
Yeah.
Might not need them. It might all be hearsay.
Ooh. Have you been keeping up? Some of it is. Anyway. We'll get to that. So yes, we did. If you're here singing, wait a second, Memelords, didn't you fuckers cover this at the end of one of your master debaters? Yes. However, the trial has since taken a little bit of a break. It has come back. Amber Heard's team tried to get it dismissed and failed. And Amber Heard has now been ruthlessly cross-examined for the past 4 or 5 days now.
Something like that, yeah.
Also, my dog stepped on a bee. Anyway.
My grandma needs to pee.
Michael Jackson, hee. That one fucking killed me in that edit. That fucking killed me.
Jesus.
Anyway.
We got those planned.
So, yeah, so we will discuss. Kind of like the first little bit of this will be like a refresher, or if you've missed the last episode of Memelords, or if you haven't really stayed up to date with the trial, which I don't know how you couldn't. This is arguably the biggest thing going on in the world right now.
Yeah, it's like global. Like, it seems like everyone knows about it.
Are you seriously saying the Johnny Depp case is more important than the war in Ukraine right now, motherfucker?
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah, you tripping.
But it's so important.
Okay. Yes, what is happening in Ukraine is important. But honestly, ever since this whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit started, I've barely heard anything about Russia Ukraine. I'm just stating that.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. The rest of Ukraine news stopped as soon as the fucking Will Smith stuff happened.
Yeah.
Really?
So, no, it did.
Yep.
It did. It really
Because
did.
it probably did. 'Cause it was, yeah, that was like a big thing.
That was
I
a
really
big
put
thing
a
for
stop
like
to
3
it.
days.
Yeah. Everything always gets fucking dumped at the bottom of the. It fucking sad topic switched so fast.
Yes.
Like, oh, the war, people I know. What's Kim K doing?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
So accurate
Bruh.
too.
Bro, I downloaded that one. Bro, what do you mean? I downloaded that one app at from that one UK guy who made it so that
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
all Kardashian and Kardashian related news is blocked.
I need to
I
use
like that.
that.
That would be a good one to have. Shit.
So if you have been living under a rock, not the rock, or you just don't keep up with mainstream shit, we are talking, of course, about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp defamation trial that was started by Johnny Depp when, in 2018, Amber Heard wrote in an op-ed saying how she is a survivor of domestic abuse, never actually naming Johnny Depp, but I think in other ones she did. But the one that he's suing over, she didn't. Or the one that's brought up the most, she didn't physically name him, but the timeline kind of adds up. So, Johnny Depp sued Amber Heard, his ex-wife, for $50 million for defamation. Amber Heard then countersued Johnny Depp for $100 million for defamation as well, I believe. I think that's why she's suing him. I think it's defamation as well.
I know
Which we'll
the
get to that.
amount that she's
Which we'll
suing
get
for,
to
yeah.
that.
I think the amount being kind of dumb because it made no
I think
sense
that's why.
being what you did.
Let me Google that before I'm wrong and it gets pointed out in the comments. Okay, it doesn't really say why because it just gives you a bunch of like updates from it, but I'm pretty sure it's for defamation as well. Or slander,
Yeah.
one of the two. It's one of the two. It has to be one of the two. Which
No.
which we'll get to the whole defamation. Excuse me. Defamation on his part. What she claims is defamation when we get to her whole saga, as I'm gonna call it, because holy shit. Has it been a doozy the last 4 or 5 days?
Been a fucking mess,
All
that's
right.
for sure.
So, if you don't know why this started, between the years of 2012 to 2016, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were married. They then split up, got divorced. They signed a prenup, so Amber couldn't get any of his money, and then there was a restraining order. The restraining order was broken. Amber Heard was able to renegotiate the prenup and get $7 million from Depp. She said she donated all to charity, which we'll get to when we get to more of her shit. And then in 2018, she wrote an op-ed saying she was a survivor of domestic abuse and had to face our culture. Which we'll get to. Then in 2020, Johnny Depp sued her originally, but lost 16-2 in favor of Heard in the UK, which everybody who is anybody has said that whole UK trial was complete and utter bullshit, and that the claims she made had next to no evidence, but they still picked her, people mostly think, because she is a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rottenbottom. I didn't know you were joining us today.
Action relevancy.
It's relevant because we're... Shut the fuck up. So, yeah. And then Johnny Depp would later
Jackson.
sue again, this time claiming defamation after he had lost Pirates and Fantastic Beasts. And he hasn't been in anything big since 2017, except for this new biopic on King Louis. And I think Robert Downey Jr. is also doing a movie, and he wants Johnny Depp in it. So there'll be 2 movies that he at least gets after this, if nothing else.
Oh, that'll be good. I'm glad he's getting deals
and he
again.
still has his relationship with Dior. That's pretty much all Johnny Depp has in the pipeline. Still
I'm
has
glad he
his
just
which
a few.
I want to state this before we get into the whole everybody putting out these fucking compilation videos and like the we love Johnny Depp, like blah 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 blah, how they're like Dior never turned their back on Johnny. Correct to an extent. It's correct that they didn't pull a relationship with Johnny, but they did suspend the relationship with Johnny when the claims were first made. So their relationship was suspended, but they still have a working relationship as of now. So just in case you didn't know that, and Dior, Johnny Depp do still have a relationship, but it was suspended for a little bit of time.
Okay, but did Johnny Depp's dog step on a bee? I don't think so.
My mom needs to pee. Anyway. All right. So we might as well start in chronological order of events. So go with Johnny Depp's testimonies and what he's claimed and what's been said on his end, and then we'll make our way to what we know today. Before we do that, what have all of you thought of this complete and utter circus?
It's tiring.
Mega pint of wine.
Yes, mega pint of wine and some vintage jar full of cocaine, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Job did. I got the job did. Guess what's inside it? Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine. Crack, yes. All right, but for real, what do you?
It's been absolutely exhausting. I'll tell you what.
It has been, and I feel for Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel for that guy. Now, the trial is set to the jury, I think, is allowed to make a decision as of the 27th, whether or not it will end. This is being recorded on the 20th. I think the jury can, like, vote on, it to end.
Whether or not they make a decision or not is going to be...
Exactly, that will be,
yeah.
is yet to be seen, but I think they can start the decision-making process on the 27th. I think that's when, like, all the
jury steps on a bee.
Yes. That's when I think everybody's been done cross-examined and all that shit. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Are they still bringing in Amber's friend or
James Franco? I have no idea, but Elon flat out refused. So
he refused, but there was supposed to be like another girl that was supposed to.
One of her friends did. One of her sisters for sure have, and one of her ex-friends has as well. But yes, her one friend. That one friend who, I forget his name, I think it's something Wright, he has testified. Okay. He did testify. Really? He testified a few days ago, I believe. One of Amber's sisters for sure have. And I still don't know what they're going to do about James Franco, if he is still free or not.
I don't know.
Which I'm just gonna say, if Amber Heard's team thinks that James Franco's their smoking gun, you're a fucking idiot. James Franco has had his own shit. He's a borderline dumbass himself.
What do you mean borderline?
Yeah, true. What do you mean? Fuck yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm wondering what he's gonna say though. Like, what do you think that's gonna be able to say that'll help
Amber Heard because she let me fuck her. And and because she let me fuck her, that means Johnny Depp is in the wrong. Wink, nudge. But anybody who believes James Franco is a fucking idiot. Especially with everything that's been all his legal issues. Yeah, anybody who takes James Franco word as anything is a fucking idiot. Alright, so this trial started back in mid-April. I don't remember the exact date. I'll Google it again just so I don't get corrected.
So we only have 7 days left of the case.
Potentially.
And there's calling the end of the case. So when's the final day?
The 27th, I believe.
So the 27th.
I
So it's
believe
finally
it was sometime in April. I forget when exactly, but it was sometime in April it started. I think it was like April 17th.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like April 17th. Alright. So, yeah. Johnny Depp was on the stand for like the first fucking... Fuck. It seemed he was on the stand forever. Like, he was on the stand for a solid 2.5 weeks at least.
Pretty close to it.
Outside of, you know, the other cross, like his sister, his bodyguard, his manager, his doctor or physician, whatever. I forget. I think it's one of his bodyguards. One of his bodyguards was fucking ruthless. He said it was when they were talking about the whole Coachella thing. And how, you know, you wouldn't say it's, you know, wrong to have a time with your girls after you're basically abused by your husband. He flat out looked. He waited 2 seconds.
Sorry, what was that?
He was like, he wasn't actually in the courtroom. But he
Hello?
was. Oh my Jesus.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know, my internet was
You good?
really fucking weird with the Discord. Anyway.
Okay.
Recording?
His bodyguard, I think it was his bodyguard, don't quote me on that. Or his like hotel, his like house door manager or some shit. It was somebody that worked for Depp. They were like, you wouldn't say, you know, you know, that, I think the exact line was, you would say there's nothing wrong with going to Coachella with your friends after being domestically abused by your husband. He waited 2 seconds and said, what abuse?
Oh.
I was like, oh, shit!
Damn.
And if anybody, and I mean anybody, would know if Johnny Depp abused Amber Heard, it'd be the people that work for him and that are closest to him. So, like, his manager, his physicians, his kids even, his bodyguards, managers, old honky friends who like to play guitar, as Amber Heard said, but not minus the honky part.
Yeah.
Which, again, that begs me to question, if you don't like his friends, why the fuck are you dating a man that's almost 30 years older than you?
Wait, how old is Amber again?
She's in her mid-30s.
Oh, wow.
There's like a almost 20-year age gap. Like, oh, they're so much older. Like,
I actually never searched up her age. I thought she was around the same age as him for a second.
no, she's like in her mid-30s.
Okay.
Like,
she wanted the money.
She wanted the money and the notoriety. That's what a lot of people are claiming.
Yep.
Even Depp's lawyers are claiming it. And she keeps on saying, no, it wasn't for the money or notoriety. Which, I'm sorry, I didn't know who the fuck Amber Heard was until this trial happened.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be 100% on. I didn't know who the fuck. They met on a movie set, which is all fine and dandy. The Rum Diary, never seen it. I've never seen an Amber Heard movie in general. Oh, but what about Aquaman? I didn't watch Aquaman because who the fuck gives a shit about Aquaman?
Has she ever
like
starred in a movie, like one of the main people in the movie? Or was Aquaman one of those ones?
She's been a supporting actor, like the main supporting female, I guess main female actor in Aquaman and The Rum Diary for sure.
Okay.
Because she was because she was playing off of Johnny. I believe she was in a movie with James Franco. And that's
I'll double check that right now, actually.
And I think that's how they met. Yeah. But like Johnny, he sat on stand for I think it was about almost a week and a half. It felt like ever at least.
Felt for a while. And so Amber is only gonna be like what, a month? Or not a month.
A week if that.
A week?
Yeah, like a week if that. A week and a half.
So they're only doing like a week for Amber. Oh my god.
Because nobody fucking believes the shit that's coming out of her mouth. I mean,
well, no shit.
I mean, we'll get to all that. Getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I'm a firm believer that Johnny Depp is not perfect. Because he's not.
Hello?
Is it who? I don't know. I don't hear anything anymore.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying Johnny Depp is a perfect person because he's not. Of course he's flawed. It's been recorded numerous times that he is flawed. Whether it be his addiction to drugs and alcohol, his... You know what I mean?
Look, the question is, who isn't flawed?
That's...
Oh, really, though?
Exactly. Every human makes mistakes.
Am I a believer that Johnny Depp physically abused, domestically abused, or sexually abused Amber Heard? My answer is 100% no. I don't. Because Johnny also grew up being verbally, and I'm not sure, but maybe even physically abused by his mother. So I don't see... Now, normally, I don't think if you were domestically or physically abused, you'd grow up to do the same thing. I highly doubt you would. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but I feel like it's rare.
I don't know what the stats are for that.
I don't know what the stats are either, but I feel like it's gotta be rare.
But there's definitely a thing, though. It's gotta be a thing where, like, some people, especially, like, in abuse case or, like, kidnapping cases, they, like...
Yes. I'm sure there are the odd ones who, yes, but for the most part is what I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, again, Johnny Depp, he's not perfect, but none of us are. I wholeheartedly believe he has at least convinced me enough, and well, the countless audio, video, all that shit, has convinced me that if nothing else, there were cases of abuse, physically and verbally, given towards Depp. And that Amber Heard is unstable, at least. She has to have a personality disorder of some sort.
Isn't that what they were saying?
I think that is what somebody was saying, because they tested her.
Yeah, I understood something like that. Yeah.
I've seen a few people like, oh, why aren't you testing Johnny's mental health, but you're testing Amber's? The reason why they're testing Amber's and not Johnny's is because Amber flat out has said she has PTSD from the abuse Johnny quote-unquote gave her. That's why they did a mental evaluation of Amber and not Johnny. I guarantee Johnny has flashbacks and PTSD, but he hasn't made that his whole argument.
Nope.
Which, again, I love how this is a defamation case and it just turned out to be a fucking domestic dispute, but... I was supposed to... that came out of fucking nowhere, but... Again, do I think Johnny Depp is 100% innocent? It's hard to say what a person can do when under the influence, but I don't think he'd ever physically lay a hand would he maybe throw something in her general direction because he was pissing her off? 100%. I mean, who?
I want to say he has the self-control to not lay a hand on somebody like and do that.
I also feel he has the self-control. Now, has he maybe like chucked shit near
Yeah,
her?
I want to say that because like,
has he maybe like chucked shit near her or in her presence? Probably. I mean, he beat up a fucking filing cabinet.
maybe not near her, but around her, maybe, but not near her.
Yeah,
like, not at her specifically,
he beat
but
up
like
a fucking filing cabinet for fuck's sakes in her presence. But I believe that's because he found out his mother died. I believe that's
yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's
all recording her and him, and he didn't want to be recorded, and which again, holy fuck, the amount of video and photos that Amber has taken of Johnny in general, just holy fuck. It seems like the man had no privacy. He's a borderline fucking Will Smith in this case. Gets no fuck. He can't even live a personal life without his wife ex-wife in this case, wife in Will Smith's case, shoving a phone down his throat.
Well, also some of the pics that Amber took, especially on that boat where he was like just on the ground, like it didn't.
There's one that I've seen. It's of him like napping or lounge in like a lounge ship. How is that proof he was coked out of his mom? I have fallen asleep in chairs like that before. Like. No drugs necessary. Like
it just happens. Like you're in the spot. It's late at night.
You're in the spot. It's cozy as hell. You're just like, oh man.
Yeah, you're just like before you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like shut my eyes for like just a bit, and then it's like extended nap.
Shut your eyes for like 2 seconds, and next time it's the next day.
Yeah, pretty much. We've all done it. I don't think that's damning evidence on Johnny. Again, but like I firmly believe that Johnny has gone through something when it comes to Amber. And from most of the audio recordings, Johnny literally doesn't want to escalate. He tries to get away, but Amber doesn't let him. He literally tries to distance himself from it in almost every recording I've heard. Except for one. And that one was funny. Where Amber was complaining about a wig or some shit, and Johnny had a wig and he wouldn't give it back, and then all you hear from Johnny, Aquaman! That fucking cracks me the fuck up. I don't know what the context of it was, but
like that. I was like, it's a joke. Come on.
I don't know what the context of it was, but I just found it so funny when he said Aquaman.
Well, just the video sounded so like pure. He was like, ah.
Like again, you can tell Johnny has a shitposty side, if nothing else.
Yes.
Like everything that Johnny says. Now, I'm not going to say everything Johnny has said on the stand is gospel, because it's not. But I'm a firm believer in what Johnny is saying. Like, I can see that there is some truth behind his words and his body language and just the way he expresses himself and the little things he does. Oh, and you can say the line if you'd like to, because I know you've been dying to say it. Honestly, I thought he was going to say objection here.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to say objection here, so. Like, you can tell that Johnny's gone through, maybe not as much as he's claimed, but enough when it comes to Amber. I firmly believe he was abused in some shape or form. I mean, look at his middle finger.
Well, just him talking about it too. Like, he doesn't look too happy about anything.
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't. Like, it's almost painful for him to remember, but he knows he has to. Where with Amber, it looks like she's trying to not to shit herself. But again, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But again, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I firmly believe. Now, is Johnny maybe playing it up a little bit? Maybe, but it's just who I feel it's more so just of who Johnny is than him trying to play it up. He'd answer a question anyway you or I'd answer a question. Like the classic line, you poured yourself a mega pint of wine. Or you were drinking pretty heavily. And then Depp's answer, were you there? Like,
or the one. Oh wait, what?
Maybe his. I don't know. Our internet was acting kind of fucky wucky, so maybe he had to go with the dogs out or something. I don't know.
I'll say the one where.
It's not like he was really adding much to the conversation right now, anyway. So whatever. I do feel now Johnny's history with drugs and alcohol. It is as well documented as the Toronto Maple Leafs blowing a lead and getting eliminated in the first round. Well documented. But I also feel that just to mean it's well documented doesn't mean that he's done the things he's being accused of. That Amber is accusing him of. I firmly believe he hasn't laid a finger on her. Owen said the internet died, which, I mean, it has been kind of fucking fucky-wucky all for the past little bit, so... He'll probably be back as soon as he can. My internet, it's still good for me for now, but, like, Discord is lagging hella hard for me right now, so... It will lag from time to time. Anyway, back on topic. We'll try to stay on topic best we can with this. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, right. The fact that Johnny has receipts and Amber doesn't, to an extent, makes me more of a firm believer that Depp was the true victim here. Again, not saying Depp hasn't lashed out, or, I mean, hell, he has called, again, you've seen the text messages, the weird text messages that he said about killing her, drowning her, burning her, fucking dead corpse. That's edgy. Absolutely.
It's pretty edgy, yeah.
But again, that's probably just the frustration building and building. I mean, Amber's still alive to this day, so clearly, you know what I mean? I think it was just him being edgy more so than anything. I'm a firm believer that it's him being edgy as opposed to him meaning any malice.
I got a job.
I got a job.
What's inside of it?
You'll never guess what's inside of it. It's cocaine.
I just want to say something about this too. Is throughout the whole thing, Johnny has provided receipts on receipts, and whenever Amber heard, like, in this whole being like a question, no, please. So with her being questioned and like questioned on all this, and like, hey, so you like, so especially with those clips that you sent, it's when they went on that cruise, and there's only the one picture apparently that there's like for witness or not witness, but for proof or evidence, and it's only a picture of Depp, and he's all bruised up, and then the lawyer's like, so Johnny's the only one that got hurt or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And then Amber's like, no, that's not true. And then later she's like, no, that's what did she say? She was like, no, I didn't get hurt. I don't believe I got hurt during that trip. Or I don't believe I get hurt.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so what's the point in bringing that up? What's the point? If it's not going to help your case, why are you bringing it up?
To make her sound good.
Put yourself in a little corner. Like,
my only guess is it's to make her seem like not the villain to an extent.
But at this point, it's just pointless because she really hasn't proved, like,
she has no receipts.
Like, that's what I mean. She really hasn't given much proof on her side of her abuse from Johnny.
Well,
so if we're looking from just a normal person, one of us looking at the relationship, we're obviously going to think Amber's in the wrong because she just hasn't. She's so untruthful.
Well,
Everything she says, her lawyers.
yeah. And to quote Amber herself, well, my lawyers have all this, but yet they're not providing. Anyway, it's a whole shit show. Mostly because they should they should just live stream this whole trial to the hub because Johnny Depp's lawyer is fucking dominating Amber Heard.
Which one? You mean
Carmela Vasquez.
what's her name?
Lady lawyer?
Yeah,
Her
Vasquez.
female
I forget her.
Holy
I
fuck!
forget her first name, but anyways. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Carmela or Claire? It's one of the two.
The lawyer turns the client's ex-wife into his bitch.
Basically. Well,
Yeah.
even Ben Chu, like, he is... Both of Johnny's lawyers are fucking good. Amber's not so much.
One is Ben.
The female one's absolutely fucking ruthless. But I mean, his male lawyer Ben has flipped off Amber multiple times.
I don't think Ben really likes Amber.
He'll just kind of sit there with like his middle finger on his cheek, looking directly at her. Like, oh, I'm just like, yep.
No.
I know the big thing that Amber's claiming. I guess we're kind of just going all over the place, so we'll just kind of like talk as we go. The big thing that Amber's claiming is that Johnny doesn't have the cojones to look at her, and she can look at him knowing she survived, when literally in one of the audio clips, he said, "Bitch, you ain't never seen my eyes again." And yet she's sitting here like, yeah, that's right, he can't fucking look at me. And he literally looked to Ben. He whispered to her, "I don't want to." Basically saying he doesn't want to look at her. He's like, "I don't want to." Like,
I see it as more of like an empty blaming thing. Like it's like an empty
her the light of day.
No, but it's empty. Her trying to go for him, saying he didn't want to look at me because I'm the victim. That's why. Like, what do you mean?
When
that could literally mean anything.
Yeah. When literally an audio recording that you provided as evidence contradicts your whole statement when he said, and I quote, "You're never gonna look into my fucking eyes again."
Like,
almost the definition of an Uno reverse card.
Yeah, he's literally just like, fucking Uno reverse.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. Again, I haven't seen much of Amber Heard's acting, but I'd say the acting she's putting on this trial is probably her worst performance ever. Holy shit. She looks constipated half the time when she's fucking testifying. Like, the fucking fake crying bullshit, the crocodile tears, that shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And never forget the literal whole her crying, and then you hear a camera snapshot, and then her just smirking. Like, okay. We stayed with Amber, am I right? No. I'm not saying it's just the friends that Johnny's made in Hollywood, but more high-profile people are behind Depp than they are Heard. The only two people she's got under her corner are some friends who will probably do whatever the fuck she says. James Franco and Elon Musk. That's it.
And not even Elon Musk wants to do it.
Not even Elon doing it, yeah.
Well, Elon to an extent, but anyway. Again, I definitely think that Amber is definitely untrustworthy. She is not a reliable source whatsoever. And the fact that, holy shit, even her on stand is going on and on about the fucking makeup. Like, holy fuck. I'm pretty sure she's using the same fucking kit in her hand when she's like, yeah, you gotta blend this and that and whatever. It's the same fucking one that the company outed them and has been like, no, bitch, you didn't use that during your marriage. Fuck you. Like,
probably.
And I will never forget this. This was probably one of the second best audio clips that Depp's lawyer gave. When she's like, I covered the makeup to cover the bruising and the swelling. She's like, oh, so makeup covers swelling. And she's like, well, no. It covers the bruising. Ice covers swelling. She's like, oh, so ice covers swelling. And she's like, well, no. Ice helps stop the swelling. And I was like, just give up. You fucking lost. You fucking lost right there.
You dug yourself your
Yeah.
grave.
You dug yourself your own fucking grave. And, like, some of the pictures she uses as receipts, like the one where she's, like, looking like, where it's just, like, one side of her face and it looks like a fucking mosquito bite. Literally, Johnny looked at his lawyer and it's like, oh, hey, look, it's a Botox shot. Like,
Oh, look at that.
like,
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't think, again, unless she has it's like I said back when we covered it a little bit on the Master Debaters, unless she has a smoking gun, I can't see her winning this trial. Except for when she does, because she's a woman, and then everybody's kind of gets all... Anyway, I'm not getting into that.
But speaking of this, didn't also oh, what's his name? Didn't Jason Momoa also say something or something?
Okay, there's that video
what
of
was his name?
him, and I don't know if it's a fake video or just a reaction from something else, but there's a video floating around of him reacting to Johnny Depp saying that Amber shit in the bed. I don't know if that's like a genuine he actually did it, or if somebody just took him reacting to something else.
Because I know I
just like spliced them together. I don't know the authenticity of that video, but he has kind of, without verbally saying he's Team Johnny, because he followed him on Instagram and shit like that, and everybody's like, oh, that means he's Team Johnny.
Yeah, cause apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently she just kept. Well, I mean, of course she'd be pretty fucking furious that Jason took his that Jason took Johnny's side. Yeah.
Well, and what I find cute is she's like, I had to fight to stay in Aquaman 2. They wanted to remove me because of what Depp claimed about me. No, bitch. They didn't want to remove... Warner and DC didn't want to remove you because of what was claimed by Depp. They want to remove you because you and Jason Momoa had no fucking chemistry.
Exactly.
And now she's talking about how, oh, my screen time was reduced to so little. And I was like, yet if you looked online, the whole internet wants you fucking out of the movie to begin with.
How about Johnny? Like... So he's allowed to lose all these sponsorships, but if you lose one, it's the end of the world.
Exactly, because she's the
one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the best defense I got. Well, and her lawyers keep on saying, well, you can't prove that Johnny lost all these gigs because of the op-ed. Yeah, you fucking can. Pirate 6 was gonna happen. Magically, this op-ed comes out, Pirate 6 isn't happening with Depp. Oh, he's going to be in Fantastic Beasts 2. This op-ed comes out, on second thought, he's not going to be in Fantastic Beasts 2.
Well...
And then nobody was calling his ass for a role.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, that's...
I highly believe that this op-ed, if not was the main cause, did some serious damage to his career and reputation.
It's always guilty till proven innocent these days. I don't know why.
And the thing I find funny too is when Amber was on Stand. I don't know what day this was because again, I just see this shit and just I consume it. Johnny's female lawyer said, you weren't the victim here. Johnny was. You abused him like you abused your ex-wife.
Yeah.
And I believe she was able to bring up the... I'll say why I think the ex-wife... Because before, it was kind of taboo to mention her ex-wife, that whole domestic dispute. But I'm going to say why I think it was allowed a little after I kind of explain this. she said, you abused your ex-wife, and she said, I never physically or mentally or abused anybody I was romantically with. This is just a smear campaign by Depp and his team. And
Then
I did some research. I did some research. Amber, it was claimed that Amber and Johnny met on the Rum Diary. That came out in 2012.
Yeah.
They were married and they were together until 2016. Amber getting arrested in an airport was in 2009. But let's be generous. Let's be generous and say the movie started filming around 2011, 2010. What would Johnny Depp gain from saying you were an abuser by punching your ex-wife? What does he gain by saying that? What does his team gain by saying that before they even met you?
Oh, so why did Elon Musk have a black guy in pictures of you two dating each other when it's fucking Elon Musk, one of these like physical people you can meet?
Yep.
It's funny how an interview's been blowing up saying he stays at friend's house because he doesn't want his own house. Anyway, and I believe that Depp's female lawyer was allowed to bring up the whole thing with Heard's ex-wife after Heard brought up Kate Moss, because I believe there was a agreement that no exes were allowed to be brought up to strengthen a case.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe that's what it was. And as soon as she said, I just think of when he pushed Kate Moss down the stairs and I swung at him. So she flat out admitted that she fucking hit him. But anyway, right there, she admitted she fucking hit him.
Yep.
There, I guess.
I did not punch him. I hit him.
Ben looked at each other and started celebrating because that's a big W and a big fuck up by Amber and her team.
Isn't that what she said, though? She said, I didn't punch him, I hit him, or something like that?
I wasn't punching you. I don't know what my hand was doing, but I wasn't punching you. And then Donnie's like, don't tell me what a fucking punch is. In his very, very attractive accent.
Goddamn.
Hashtag no homo, but... And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, people believe that Amber started that rumor that Johnny pushed Kate Moss down the stairs. I thought I seen that somewhere. Don't quote. That could be wrong. That could be an objection hearsay, objection relevance. But I want to say I thought I heard somewhere that it was Amber that started that potentially.
About the Kate Moss situation?
About how apparently Johnny pushed her down a flight of stairs. Kate Moss down a flight of stairs.
Oh my Christ! It don't stop.
Well, and okay, we know Johnny's receipts, but another, like, I don't know how fucking stupid Amber Heard and her team are, but, like, Johnny Depp's team has just caught her lacking so fucking much during this cross-examination. With the whole, I think it was in 2014 when the cops were called to their house, or 2015, it was something along those lines. Heard had no injuries, and the cops said she had no injuries. And that she looked like, flawless or whatever. Like, like no damage. She then went to say on stand, yeah, like, the cops were there, I filled out a report, da-da-da-da. And she's like, yes, but there was no injury report for it. And she's like, well, she didn't classify it as injuries. And her lawyer lady said, no, Miss Heard. What the officer said was there were no injuries. She's like, no. She said I appeared not to be injured. And she was sitting here arguing with Depp's lawyer for a solid 2 minutes, saying Amber saying I wasn't. The cop said I didn't appear injured, and then Depp's lawyer would be like, no. The cop said you weren't injured, and then her would be like, no. She said I didn't appear injured.
Oh, so she's arguing on that? What?
So not only has she lied under oath, she's saying shit that wasn't even fucking said and testified by other people. Like, Amber Heard's whole team is a fucking shit show, man. I'm pretty sure she fired her PR team and hired a completely new one mid-trial, and it's still not working for her.
Shit.
They might need to be fired from this trial. It was her 2 fucking lawyers. Jesus Christ. The fact that one of them teaches law scares me.
Right?
Yeah, they weren't doing too hot in a few of
Johnny's
them.
lawyers are fucking good. Especially the female one. Holy shit.
Yeah. She's been
ruthless.
Going at it like she's been like yeah. She's I was
going
about to say
for the head.
She's going for the throat. She's going for the spine behind the throat, my guy. Like holy shit.
Like Jesus Christ. I mean, it's refreshing in a sense because she's like, no, I'm not falling for this bullshit. Either show me the receipts or it's hearsay.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
And Amber Seam can't show the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, like, if you're gonna bring all this stuff, like, and you're saying it's all true, we need to see proof. We need to see something. You can't just bring this up and expect us all to believe it.
And the big one was the Met Gala in 2015. How Amber claimed that Johnny beat her so bad she had a broken nose and 2 black eyes. And literally his lawyer looked at her like, I don't see a broken nose there. And she's like, oh, well, that's when she brought up the whole makeup to cover the swelling and bullshit. And she said,
makeup?
There was, like I said, makeup doesn't cover swelling and bruising, and neither does ice, but Amber claims it does.
It also doesn't cover a broken nose, especially
No, exactly.
she said it's broken twice.
And yeah, she said her nose is broken, and literally, Amber's lawyers gave pictures, like there was pictures of her the next night after Johnny allegedly did this. Her nose looks perfectly straight to me. And to everybody with eyes. Even Johnny's lawyer is like, your nose doesn't look broken in there. And she's like, oh, well, I was covering it. And she's like, no. Okay, where was the injury report? Oh, my lawyers have it. Where's the injury report? That you filled out if your nose was quote-unquote broken.
If it was broken,
was there a receipt to it? No. Like... Do I think Johnny's like 100% innocent? No, but unless you're providing receipts, Johnny's whooping your ass figuratively in this whole case. Just like I'd say the biggest sound clip, the biggest thing to come from this trial and this whole hoo-ha was the $7 million, quote unquote, allegedly donated to charity.
Allegedly. There we go. Here we go.
Amber Heard said, and I quote, I couldn't pledge in full because Johnny sued me.
What do you mean?
Okay, wait. Some background information. She had the money for 18 months before Johnny sued her.
Yep. Yeah.
And she said she donated 3.5. She said this divorce wasn't for the money. It wasn't for the fame. It wasn't for the notoriety. It was for nothing. To prove she didn't need the money, she donated all to charity. She donated, I think the numbers are $300,000 to the ACLU, and I don't think we know what she donated to the Los Angeles Children's Hospital. And she got Elon to muster up $500, and Johnny donated $100 under for Amber. Meaning she has donated less than a fraction of what she said she would. And her excuse, other than Johnny suing her, I believe she said, it's like when you buy a mortgage. It's like when you buy a house, you don't pay it all in front. You pay a mortgage. When you donate to charity, you pay it all up front, you delusional bitch.
Yeah.
You don't just like, oh yeah, here's like $100K and I'll give you like $100K next week. No! When you donate to charity, you donate it all in one shebang. Normally. Usually, I think that is how that works. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Like, and again, Johnny's lawyer's like, so you haven't donated it? And she's like, well, no, I have not been able to fulfill those obligations as of yet. You had 18 months. Before Depp even sued you. What's your excuse? Which also begs to question, is she lying about saying she wasn't doing it for the money, the fame, the notoriety?
She's doing it because her dog stepped on a bee.
Because her dog stepped on a bee? Objection. Relevancy.
It hurts when I pee.
Objection.
Objection. Like, again, is this a complete gray area? Absolutely, it is. But as far as I'm concerned, Johnny has the more believable receipts than Amber. I mean,
'Cause he's
Johnny's
actually
walking
shocked.
around with a fucking receipt on his middle finger, for fuck's sakes.
Mhm.
He has a walking, living receipt.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, he doesn't. He bit off his finger. Got a little bit hungry. No, it didn't taste too good. Just a bit of it, though.
I'm surprised they didn't fucking use that. I'm surprised Amber's clown team didn't try to use that. Be like, see, Amber didn't cut out the finger. He fucking ate it. Oh yes, because what Captain Jack Sparrow said in character to a Make-A-Wish kit. Yes,
It's funny. As Johnny Depp was driving away from court one day, someone was like, "You'll always be my Captain Jack Sparrow." And then Johnny Depp just went full into character. He's like, "Oh yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. That fellow's somewhere in here somewhere."
Oh,
Comes out sometimes. Don't know what he does.
sometimes he's chilling.
like Johnny has lost. It's like he said, he lost pretty much everything with Amber Heard's op-ed, and in a sense, yes, even though his name wasn't mentioned, I think it was actually in a draft, but then they removed it just because.
So I'm just saying,
evidence.
y'all want proof of Johnny Depp's innocence? In one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, some chick said to Captain Jack Sparrow, "I am bearing a child." The father, Jack Sparrow, said, "No, I'm not." He said, "You were drunk." He said, "I was never drunk enough to do something like that," and walked away. Proof he was innocent.
Like, and just some of the shit that Amber's team has tried to use as evidence. They tried to use articles and shit, and it's like Johnny said. He said, okay, so we'll listen to like a tweet or an article headline, but we won't hear it out of the man's mouth himself. He's like, oh, but I guess that's hearsay, am I right? And then 2 seconds later, objection, hearsay.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. That's and then Johnny just looks, yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
Yeah, okay.
like,
Say,
and you can tell Amber's getting actively frustrated, and her whole team is getting actively frustrated with Johnny's female lawyer, because she's given them a taste of their own medicine in a sense, with the objection hearsays, the objection relevancy, like objection leading. Like, you can tell it's really pissing off Amber's team.
Excuse me, but that's not my question. That's not my
question
or something like that. Yeah.
Even
fucking
even that the physician they had on like 2 weeks ago, Dr. Curry, she fucking destroyed Amber's female lawyer. Like, holy fuck. She's like, no, that's not what I said. And she's like, oh, well, if you can't read it, your testimony, I'll read it for you.
Yep.
And literally Johnny seems like looked at her, and it's like, and the moment I think of it, like, just their look, it's like the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't know what the fuck their team strategy is, but I don't think it's working. But there are so-called experts out there saying that Amber could win, and that scares me. And
yeah, that scared me. I'm gonna say that right now.
Does she have somewhat of an advantage going on last? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's probably a slight advantage for her going on testifying like last, like after Johnny has testified and shit. Because they'll get to know and see like how Amber is and how much hurt she's gone through.
She's been so hurt in this whole trial.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god. Her dog stepped on a bee. Like, and they're like, and I'm like, if Amber wins, not only, I feel bad for Johnny right out, if Amber somehow can win this, How can
That's
you?
gonna-
How are you convinced that Amber is telling the truth in any sense? Look at her body language. I'm trying to cry but can't produce a single fucking tear. Like, looking like you're flat out constipated. Like, her facial movements and shit, like, it doesn't convince me anything. It's hard to watch, if anything.
Yeah. Pretty cringe.
Like, it is physically, her on stand is physically hard to watch.
Yep.
Because, like, you can tell she's trying to ham this shit up, but it's not really working.
None of it feels genuine. She's trying,
none
but
of what
none of
she,
it's genuine.
yeah, no, exactly. None of what she says feels genuine.
It feels forced. All of it's forced. She's
Or like
getting
she's trying
angry
to
at her
follow a
lawyers.
She's trying
script or
way too
Nothing-
hard.
something.
She's acting a bit childish. She's getting angry at her lawyers with like outright saying in the fucking court, the courtroom, like you can't expect it. Like
Well, and one thing,
this is a serious topic. You can't be
not
fucking
only
around like that.
but, the judge said to her, "Don't discuss your testimony outside of court," which means she
Mhm.
discussed it outside of court to get that warning.
Mm-hmm.
She would have had to. Like,
What?
I just, oh my Jesus. I can't. It hurts my brain thinking of her testimony. Like, it feels so forced and ungenuine. At least Johnny's felt genuine. Even if he did crack
But also, if she wins,
smiles,
it's gonna
even if
fuck
he
it up for
did-
so many men who are into it. It's gonna fuck
Even-
all like that.
even if, like, you know, he's cracking smiles and cracking jokes, he still feels more genuine when he's communicating about what happened than Amber ever will.
True.
Like, just her face is the force trying to cry, the flat out trying to argue what other people said. Like,
There's too much trying.
her team, it feels like her whole team's trying to follow a script.
Actually, yeah, that does feel like that.
Like,
I was trying to think of a better analogy to that, but no, it does feel like that's probably the best analogy I could probably think of.
even the faces she's making and like, ugh.
Me, it's when her like facial or like
Her facial
She goes from
expressions drive me
crying-
nuts.
it's that, but like she goes from crying to like
Smirking.
no tears, not even a red face, not nothing, in like a matter of seconds.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, and people
Nice.
thought, I don't know if it's true, but people think that she had like Vicks Vapo Rub and shit on her like tissues to try to force tears.
I heard about that because yeah, you see her. She like weirdly puts her fucking
The
like
way she puts it, she basically shoves the tissue right up her fucking
Her-
eyeball.
yeah, yeah, but like it looks sus. It's like what?
It does. Like, everything
It's-
about her testimony seems sus, to put it in a term that Gen Z would understand.
Yes.
Like, I genuinely
Her fake cries
don't-
make her look like she's constipated.
It
swear to God.
does!
I swear to
I look
Christ.
like that when I'm trying to shit. Like, well, you know, like when you're trying to force a deuce. That's what that reminds me of. Hopefully, it's on nobody's bed.
Wink.
Like, just like,
Wink.
and that
Wink,
one
wink.
clip, and everybody on TikTok's made a meme of it. When
Which
they were
one?
apparently standing outside of the bedroom, she's like, and Johnny smacked me. And then I turned around to face him and said, Johnny, you hit me. So how could he smack you across the face if you weren't facing him before? And then you turned around to face him, which means your back would technically be to him. And that's just a whole big meme. And it's like low-key funny, but also low-key not. But like, it's her word. It's what she's saying. They're just reacting. They're just literally doing what she said apparently happened. Like he slapped me across the face, and I turned around and said to him, Johnny, you slapped me across the face. Okay, but if you weren't facing him and you turned to face him, how could he smack you across the face then? Bum, bum,
Okay.
bum, bum.
He's gonna have long arms if he's gonna smack you in the face like that.
Yeah, like, does Johnny just have like this fucking wingspan that we're completely unaware of?
Apparently,
Fuck, if that's the case,
correct.
he shouldn't be an actor. He should be in the fucking NBA.
I agree.
I've been saying about
Yeah.
LeBron James.
LeBron James needs to stay away from Hollywood.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say
LeBron
Dad Depp.
James is a better actor than Amber Heard on The Stand.
Somebody say Dad Depp.
Did somebody say Dad Depp? Oh, kill him.
Well,
Like, it just seems so forced to me.
You know what else is forced? Her dog stepping on a bee.
Michael Jackson, tee.
What seems forced is me trying to pee.
Like, even Depp. Like, if you've seen some of Depp's reactions to some of the shit she claims, his look is like, wow, when did I do this? I'm learning something new every day. Like,
She's making
Depp,
stuff up on the spot. I'll tell you.
it does.
Right
You ever
now.
hear a rumor about yourself and be like, damn, what did I do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically Johnny Depp through most of her
Exactly.
through most of her testimony. Like, and not only that, but she has flat out contradicted herself in court again. Like, back in 2016, she was on the stand for something. She said she didn't want TMZ to get, like, the leaks of the divorce, and that she wanted Johnny to find out by somebody he was close to that she was filing for divorce. And then TMZ broke it, and she's backed up. Like, in 2016, she's saying the opposite. Like, she said certain shit, and she's trying to take it back on the stand right now.
Oh, like the shit she's said before.
And not only that, but I've seen, apparently, I don't know if this is true, Amber Heard tried to get the internet to erase her whole domestic dispute case in 2009 before she started dating Johnny Depp.
I think it was sponged anyways. I don't think it's on her, like the one with her ex. I don't think it's on her record anymore, which is fucking sus as all hell.
No, but she tried to get all the articles removed from the internet before she started dating Johnny Depp.
Articles. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. But no, the
I don't know
when
if
she
it is
was
still. I think it might have been. I think it is. Like, and
I heard it was sponged apparently, which like that's just gonna make you even more sus.
I'm sorry, but if you're trying to get rid of proof that you abused somebody to make you seem better, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. So much nope.
Yeah.
Brave boy, not brave enough for this.
I'm a brave boy, not brave enough for this. Pretty much how I feel about for Johnny. Like,
yes.
Johnny has shown real courage, in my opinion, throughout
Johnny
this whole
didn't
thing.
need this.
Johnny is believable. Johnny's just a whole mood.
He didn't need this. Damn. Johnny
Yeah,
did nothing
man
wrong.
that's reaching his 60s does not
in the
need
first
this right now.
when we first touched on this. He's a 60-year-old man. He doesn't fucking need this.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
for sure not.
absolutely doesn't. And it is sad that this is slowly ruining his career.
Slowly.
It is sad. If he, like...
Mhm.
No. The fuck you mean slowly?
Well, I mean, as of right now, he has no career, really. Outside of a Dior commercial and an upcoming movie, potentially. That's all he's got.
Yeah, that's not slowly. That's already his career ruined.
Well, and Amber's trying to claim that her career is ruined because she has nothing in the pipeline after Aquaman 2 because of what Johnny Depp claims.
Okay.
Oh my fucking
Alrighty.
god.
Turn the thing, smoke out the window was written about Johnny Depp and Amber.
I think Bruno Mars did write it about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. I think you're right.
This
Probably.
bitch got me smoking out the window.
This
Like,
bitch kinda
just the amount of
crazy.
lack of privacy that Johnny Depp, it appears Johnny Depp had in his whole relationship with Heard. It's scary. Again, it reminds me of Will Smith in a sense. How it seems Will Smith has
To an
no
extent, yes.
privacy in his whole
Yeah.
marriage with the whole entanglement bullshit and Jada trying to shove a camera in his face and like, oh my
And the whole
Jesus.
stepping on the beat.
Objection, relevance.
I still don't like that
Some
whole like
hearsay.
the fucking. It wasn't an engagement. It was it was a
An
entanglement.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
okay,
fucking
so,
hate that.
yeah. But if it was a man, it's cheating. But if it's a woman, it's an entanglement. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay,
don't,
bud.
no, don't. This is not the topic. Don't get me.
Believe
We're right
it.
back. I used the washroom.
Believe whatever you want.
If we look at it, two beloved actors have been ruined by their women. And Johnny Depp and Will Smith.
Yeah, no, they have.
Will
Pretty unfortunate, really. Really, it
Will,
didn't
I
have
think,
to happen.
honest to God, the only reason why I think Will is still with Jada is for the kids, really.
Could be.
I feel that is the only.
Yeah, you know, he needs to take care of freaking Jaden,
Well, somebody
Aries,
needs to fucking take care of Jaden. Somebody needs to take care of Jaden. Jaden's a little loony.
When your girl comes over and starts getting naked instead of talking about the socioeconomic crisis with you.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I just tune him.
But Jaden Smith just wants to talk about the socioeconomic crisis with people, and everyone's just trying to fuck him instead.
I highly doubt anybody's trying to fuck Jaden Smith, but
And Moon, he's loaded. Let's be real here. There's people trying to fuck him.
That's fair, but still. Again, like, just the amount of audio leaks and it scares, like, I feel bad for, I really feel bad for Johnny that he had to go through all this and that he's basically has to relive it to try to win a case. Like, not only did he live through it, he's got to go back and now he's got to relive it.
Well, isn't that just every domestic dispute case having to relive it to win the case?
In a sense, but again, just the amount of support for Johnny compared to Amber, it's amazing.
Last I checked, Amber Heard didn't have a jar of dirt.
Exactly.
My point.
She's missing out.
Point stands. Point stand. I've won this case. Amber Heard has 0 jars of dirt to Johnny Depp's 1.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. GG.
I think it's pretty obvious she's won this case here.
Again, the only way I can see her winning is because she benefits from going on last. But seeing how she's fucking acted on, I can't see how a jury favors her in any sense.
She's a woman in a domestic violence case.
Okay, but there's been no receipts.
So she's a woman, and it's about domestic violence.
Her only receipt is her quote-unquote op-ed, which is barely even a receipt.
She's a woman, and this is about domestic violence.
Okay, but we gotta think.
Moon,
it doesn't.
Moon.
It doesn't
She's
matter.
a woman.
It doesn't
and
matter.
this is domestic
It
violence.
shouldn't matter, but because she has a vagina,
no,
it
here's
matters.
why it doesn't matter. Because she's already been convicted of doing it.
Exactly.
Against a woman, so they actually had to do a trial there. But since it's a woman and a man, the woman's obviously the victim here.
Mm.
I want to boot him from the call because he's pissing me off. I know he's.
You want to shadow realm button so bad?
I know he's taking the shit posty route, but holy shit, I want to punch him because of it.
But I'm right.
Man, where's the shadow realm button when you need it?
Yeah, come on, Discord. Where's that shadow realm button? I'm waiting for it. Elon, buy Discord so we get that shadow realm button.
But
Go and put the cocaine back in.
Yes, of course. Like,
I never took it out.
Again, it's just
Johnny Depp. Stay up.
the only way. Again, the only way she can win is because she benefits from going on last. That's all I can think. But even still, like, with the amount of if we're comparing receipts, I don't think she has a strong enough leg to stand on still. But at the end of the day, I'm not on that jury. And I wouldn't be allowed on that jury because I know too much about this case because I've been following it. But
Yeah.
But she hasn't she hasn't really provided much receipts either. Like, it's on her. She's kind of fucked it for herself.
Receipts.
I've seen this funny fucking thing. People were like, someone, it was on like social media, and someone's like, Amber Heard's clearly the victim in the situation, and the top comment is, bitch, what you smoking and why ain't you Saren? And then they said, unlike Johnny Depp, I'm sober up in this bitch, and then like went on like a bunch of this whole fucking rant. And someone was like, "Where's your proof that Johnny Depp to go to them?" And she's like, "Well, have you seen the people he surrounds himself with? Marilyn Manson's also a rapist, so he must be one too." And then he's like, "He also is friends with someone who raped a 13-year-old girl and was okay with him getting away in a helicopter and having no legal actions taken against him." And I'm like, "You're judging someone based off of his friends."
I guess so.
okay, first off, Marilyn Manson was never convicted.
Nope.
Nope. But like it's like that one blue-haired chick when I was just chilling in the car outside of a meat market. I was just vibing, and then some blue-haired bitch like, "So you support a rapist?"
Fucking stupid.
Yes.
I hate this generation. I don't care that I'm a part of it. I fucking hate this generation. Oh my god.
I don't want to see any more of those.
And first off, if you've been following this case whatsoever, you know Johnny Depp's been detoxing for like 6 fucking years.
And he's proud of himself too. Like, it's a long way for him. He's come a long way.
He's sober. So clearly, you don't follow this case, and you're like, "Oh, he's a fucking fuck you." First off, fuck you and fuck your hot take. Amber Heard's
Fuck you.
fuck you.
He mentioned somebody that he was that helped him get sober. It was trying to get sober again. Was that Elton John?
Yes? Question mark.
Yeah, I think so. I just wanted to make sure of that. It was like,
yes? Question mark.
I want to say that was Elton. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Like, just the Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of some of these bitches.
The audacity of this bitch. God
Like,
damn.
Yeah, no, she's got quite the audacity.
Pretty fucking
Amber Heard is quite the fucking audacity to fucking sit there and argue with Depp's lawyer.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, oh my Jesus.
Quite the fucking audacity.
Man, Audacity, I love that that audio recording software.
Love
it. We love it. Like, just it's alarming. That's
it is.
You know something I never.
How can you sit there on a jury and give this to Amber with next to no receipts?
Damn, Moon, I just realized something. Johnny Depp and Velveteen Dream have a lot in common. Both of them basically had their careers ruined by an allegation.
Who else had
the worst part is Johnny never got to defend himself to anybody. At least Velveteen Dream sorta did. And that was found innocent. We have to fucking sit here and watch Johnny suffer to try to even be proven as innocent.
Yeah. Not fair for Johnny, man. You better pull through this bitch.
I just don't.
Fuck.
Like, that's always been my concern, especially the way that Amber's been holding herself, or just, like, not holding herself, but acting.
Wait. What?
Amber Heard got cut from her DC contract.
Oh, yeah. So there is a God.
That just means that she won't be in any more DC movies.
So you can kiss that Justice League cameo goodbye, and if there's an Aquaman 3, you can kiss her goodbye from it.
So there is a God.
All I'm saying is, if you don't replace Amber Heard's character with Johnny Depp, what?
It's completely off topic, but Ray William Johnson now completely owns 100% of Your Favorite Martian.
Well, yeah, that's why they're coming back June 1st.
He got it back from Disney.
Oh wow.
Wait, they were owned by Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was owned by Disney for a little bit.
Oh
That's
shit.
funny. That's actually funny. That something like that, of all things, would be owned by Disney.
You're
Well,
telling me if I
because
go to
it was Maker
YouTube.com/your
Studio.
favorite Martian right now.
Yeah, because it was Maker Studio. Maker Studio was owned by Disney.
So you're telling me that Tiggle Bitties was owned by Disney?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
This
Anyway.
project is reborn. It's called. Oh my god. Do it first. Sorry, sorry. I used to jam to these guys all every single
So I
fucking
guess
day.
Amber
Anyways.
must have confirmed it on trial today that she was cut from her DC contract.
Maybe.
Either way, good. Again, the fact that she was allowed to stay on. Again, so you know what? You gotta deal with Aquaman too, but a lot of people have already refused it. Again,
I'm not going to see that.
the only way you can speak is with your wallets. You can say, "Oh, I'm not gonna go see Aquaman 2," but which if it flops, I low key feel bad for Jason Momoa, but it's not his fault.
All I'm saying is replace Amber Heard's character with Johnny Depp, and because Johnny Depp and Jason Momoa would have better chemistry than Amber Heard and Jason Momoa.
I did see a short somewhere. Like, can we just get Johnny Depp to act over all of Amber Heard's shit? I'd love to see the love angle between Depp and Momoa.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, there was quite a bit of stuff between Heard and Momoa itself as well. Anyway, we're not going to get into that.
Well,
so
I think there's been reports that they never really got along.
Well, like apparently, I don't know how true this is, but like apparently she's like ruined his relationship with Monette.
Probably wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Anyways,
there's literally been video evidence that she was hanging out with James Franco the day before she filed for divorce from Johnny Depp. There's also, what was it? I think there was a rumor or a story that said she had a threesome with like James Franco and somebody else. Well, still married to Depp.
Oh my god, I don't like. Terrible human being.
I don't know how true any of those things. Well, I know that the Heard and Franco thing hanging out before the divorce was true, because there's video evidence. There's elevator cam footage of that, and I think Elon Musk too. But
it doesn't stop. The info coming out doesn't stop.
Know if there's any truth to it, but
it's getting worse and worse for her.
She has dug a grave, definitely, to say the least. Again, if Depp's lawyer weren't as good as they were, she could have a real chance of winning. But with Depp's lawyers being as good and as thorough as they are, it's going to be a hard sell to a jury.
For Amber, yeah.
It's gotta be. Like, there's gonna be some serious apologies if Johnny can win this.
Yeah.
There's gonna be, oh yeah. It has to be.
It's like, I've seen this video, and it's like, it doesn't matter who wins or loses if who wins at the end of this trial, whether it's Depp or Heard. The ultimate loser is Disney, and I kind of somewhat agree with that. Because you're going to try to rebrand pirates under somebody else. It's not going to work, I don't think. The only way it could work is if you get the Lazy Town We Are a Pirate. Get that as the official team. Maybe it'll stand a chance. Possibly. Again, it's just... I feel bad for Depp in a sense because he really wanted to give a send-off to Captain Jack Sparrow, and because of what Disney did, he will never get that opportunity because he doesn't want to work with Disney. So, I've come up with a solution. He said 300 million and a million alpacas wouldn't get him to do it. So here's what I'm thinking. Disney executives, you can write this one down if you're listening. Offer the man $500 million and 2 million alpacas. Then see what his answer is. And see what the answer is. We must believe. Again, it's just... the shit that we've heard from this trial about Heard, it I don't know, and just seeing how she has acted on stand, I don't see how anybody favors her over Depp in this. Now, if she didn't try to force and overact, maybe she'd have a chance still, but I don't know. This forcing and this overacting bullshit, I think she's digging her own grave by doing it. That, and actively, it seems like Heard's team is trying to lead her to a certain answer to make her seem better, and Depp's lawyer's just on top of it every single fucking time.
Just gonna correct myself real quick when I said earlier Monette. No, it's Lisa Bonnet.
Oh.
Anyways, I just wanted to correct myself right there. Anyways.
You know how the internet gets.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Okay.
It just, I don't know. It seems all crocodile tears. It seems all crocodile tears coming from Heard.
Oh, it is. No, it is.
Yeah.
It really does.
Again.
And I'm genuinely scared that Amber's gonna fucking win this one because that's how the court systems are nowadays. That's how.
At the end of the day, even if she wins, she still loses. But here's the thing. This was never, at the end of the day, we gotta look at it like this. This was never a domestic case. This was about if that op-ed indeed ruined Johnny's career or not. This was never about domestic abuse.
No.
It turned into it real fucking quick, but...
Real quick, god damn.
At least we will now know what kind of shitty human being Amber... At the end of the day, no matter if Amber Heard wins, she still loses.
We all now know that she's pretty fucking shitty.
I feel bad for her girlfriend, whatever the fuck her name is. She got kicked out of the trial too, actually. Funny thing.
Shit.
Amber Heard's girlfriend got kicked out of the trial. It was pretty fucking hilarious. Again, just the things Amber has said on audio about Johnny, and that people have testified that she said about Johnny. It's just the big one for me. The big one for me is, why would Dior ever want to hire you? Dior's about style. You have no style. Johnny Depp has no... Okay.
You keep believing that yourself, hon.
Yeah, keep
thinking that, hon.
Keep fucking telling yourself that. Yeah, Johnny Depp. The Johnny Depp. A man who drips style has no style. Okay.
Drowning in the amount of drip he had.
Exactly. Fucking rings and the fucking snazzy suits, the fancy sunglasses, like, ugh.
The Dior cologne.
If that's what a fat 60-year-old man looks like, fuck, I want to be a fat 60-year-old man.
Sign me the fuck up.
That.
Looks like a great
That's what I want to fucking look like. If he's considered a fat old man, I want to look like that. I aspire to look like that.
Christ, man.
Like, and the thing Amber said, like, the big one too, that Depp's sister testified that Amber said is, why the hell would I want to hang out with Depp's boring friends? All they do is sit around and play guitars.
Must be fucking terrible, eh?
Must be fucking terrible that he's actually doing something he enjoys. Oh my god.
Oh, how could he? Oh my god.
How dare you play the guitar?
How dare you enjoy playing guitar with your buddies? Like, the audacity.
How dare you?
The lion, the witch, and the audacity.
The audacity of this bitch, I swear.
Again, it's just she's trying to make herself seem like a good person, but it's
not working.
It's not it, Chief.
She's not Danhausen, very nice but evil, so it doesn't work.
I again. She loses this case, she can kiss Hollywood goodbye. She's
Like
done.
all of her deals, like
She's
everything.
And if there
fucking
truly
done.
is a god, she will lose this. But
She's
anyways,
done. She loses this, she's done.
hopefully.
No ifs, ands, or
This is-
buts.
This just in: Amber Heard wins the case by unanimous decision in the first round.
A lot of people don't think she. Anyway.
The winner by unanimous decision with the judge's score of 37 to 32, 38 to 31, 30 to 28, 31 to 30, and
That's not how a
50
judge's
and
scorecard
25 to
works.
23. The winner by unanimous decision.
A, that wouldn't even be unanimous decision. B, that's not how a judge's scorecard works, Owen.
A, yes, it would be an unanimous decision because she won. She would have won all 5 rounds. B, it doesn't matter.
Your reference is wrong and you're wrong.
Fine, winner by TKO in the first round.
Yeah, there might be some truth to that one. Again, it's just, ugh. I'm not saying that we need to make sure Johnny Depp wins so he can be the poster child for domestically abused men. Because I'm sure he doesn't want that.
He just wants to have his job done in peace.
Exactly. He just wants to go back to normal. He wants shit to go back to normal, and I can't say I blame him. It's like his lawyer said, I think, in the opening statements of the trial. In nearly 5 decades, nobody has ever claimed Johnny Depp to be abusive towards women.
Never. There's never been anything come out
There's
about it.
nothing. Johnny Depp has seemed like one of the most wholesome guys there is. Like, if I think of it, he's one of those very few actors who you could probably say has literally no haters.
Not many, that's for sure.
I put him in
That's
the
cap.
same company as Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey in that sense.
Well, Jim Carrey has haters. This has been well established.
I don't care.
Like, there's other people that say he's a disgrace of a comedian.
No, Amy Schumer is a disgrace of a comedian.
No, I mean, Schumer's just a woman. Can't even be classified as a comedian.
Or something.
That's a
Nope.
Woo!
Nope.
Shit! And that's why comedy is stored in the balls. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Network.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know. We'll know potentially in 7 days, but probably realistically longer than that. Again, I haven't followed everything, but if Depp has done something and it's not come to our attention, if he's done anything, you probably could argue even it might have been self-defense at this point, defending himself from clear abuse. But as far as I know, nothing has come out that he's actually physically harmed her in any sense.
Yeah.
On an unrelated note right now, hey Moon.
Hmm.
WWE just changed LA Knight's name again.
Oh God.
He's now Max Dupree.
Huh?
Lovely. That's lovely. You keep doing your thing, WWE. Yeah. Yeah, out of touch old ass fucking should have retired 20 years ago, man. You do you, Vince. You do you.
Alright.
I don't see in any sense how there's a case for her to win. She's overacted on the stand to the point of it looking really hella fake. There's pretty much no receipts. There's pictures with no evidence behind them. Closest thing to abuse that he's done is calling her, Johnny Depp has done to her, is calling her fat on stand. Like, low-key calling her fat.
Okay.
And calling her fat in a few fucking audio recordings, calling her a stupid bitch, shit like that. That's the only really dirt they have on Depp. But I mean, who in frustration, you can't really say, oh, Johnny Depp's guilty because he called Amber Heard a stupid bitch. I know many of people who have called their significant others jokingly or seriously a stupid bitch. If you do or say something stupid, you're gonna get called out for it. That's not a domestic thing. That's just common knowledge.
If
It's
Stu were to call me tomorrow and say he crashed his car into a fucking grocery store, I'm gonna be like, you fucking dumbass.
Oh, what a stupid bitch.
You stupid bitch. That's not me domestically or verbally abusing him. That's just me calling him a stupid idiot for doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Like, again. We'll know, hopefully, in 7 days. We'll update. We'll give a little update in the Master Debaters or something on what who won, what it means, and what it means going forward. Again, unless there's something we don't know that Johnny did, I think Johnny has this. There's just more receipts on his side. And again, I said it was Johnny's case. It's Johnny's case to lose. It's not a matter of Johnny's case it's Johnny's case to lose.
Yeah.
But again, this was never about domestic abuse. This is, did that op-ed cause his career to spiral? At the end of the day, that's what we have to take into consideration.
Did it completely kill it off, or is there still hope for it to come back?
People are like, oh, well, his drug and alcohol abuse killed his own career. Okay, then how come he was still acting in movies? Big name budget movies. Like Fantastic Beasts.
There, I guess.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like
That's the Beast and
Alice in the Wonderland. Like Fantastic Beasts. Like Murder on the Orient Express. Like, if the drugs and alcohol ruined his career, he wouldn't have gotten any of those big roles in those leading franchises. He would have been replaced in Pirates years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He really only seen a lot of significant loss and damage when that op-ed came out. That Amber Heard has claimed she didn't write, but then also claimed to writing.
So
it's a shit
impossible. Show. It's really impossible to know.
We'll only know once the verdict is read who they side with.
Oof.
If the answer's not Hog Rider, then
Let's see that.
Exactly. It's not Hog Rider. I'm not here for it. Anyway, that's been our thoughts on this whole.
We define the defendant, Johnny Depp.
we find the defendant Johnny Depp sexy. Like,
I know low key want to see someone make a Johnny Depp Amber Heard drop, but every time the camera cuts to Johnny Depp's sexy backplate.
Well, I don't know if you actually sent it, but I seen this YouTube short of a dude trying to pretend to question Johnny. Then when he does his little things like play with his hair or crack a smile, he's like, "God damn, Johnny, I just must say that suit is fantastic on you." Just like keeps on complimenting and talking about how sexy he is, and just forgetting what he was gonna say.
So, boys. You know Obi-Wan Kenobi, right?
I know that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's not Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's the guy from Fortnite.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
What do you mean?
And on that note, it's time to fucking kill ourselves.
That's about it for tonight.
Again, comment down below what you think of this whole ordeal. Are you team Johnny? Are you team Amber? Why or why not? Is there receipts that Amber has checked that we've missed? Is there anything really pulling the case in her favor? Not that I'm 100% aware of, there isn't, but again, I work, I have a life outside of this trial, I only catch the bits and pieces that go pretty viral.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, we've been the Memelords. We do stand behind Johnny for the most part, by the sounds of it. Again, unless something big comes out.
You got a jar of dirt. Amber Heard doesn't. My point stands.
So he's doing a little better than her.
At the end of the day, only a judge and jury can decide what the hell happens with Johnny Depp.
Wait, what?
What?
There's an adult cartoons racing game that came out today
Oh.
featuring Family Guy, King of the Hill, and Rick and Morty. What? And American Dad? What the
Damn it,
fuck?
Bobby.
Well, can I buy this?
Where can I buy this?
I think that looks like the Rick and Morty style.
Anyway, we've been the Memelords. Thank you for listening to us ramble about a trial that has nothing to do with us, but
Trial that has somebody that has been part of our childhood and stuff like that.
It involves a person who has been, a man who has acted in, again, bona fide classics.
Yes,
A man
without a doubt.
A man who, if you've watched anything, he was your childhood.
Yeah.
We've been the Memelords. This has been us covering Amber Heard v. Johnny Depp. We pray that Johnny can get his justice. Again, unless something big comes out or something big came out that we missed. But I don't think so. I think it's still all... Oh, well, this is what I'm saying, but, like, I don't have a receipt for it, so... It's kind of like... Amber... I'll sum this up before we leave. I'll sum up Amber Heard. Amber Heard on the stand is like that one bitch you knew in high school. Who'd always claim something, but never had the receipts to back it up.
You mean the hot Cheeto girl?
I don't know. That sounds funny.
Alright, in the Memelords. Thank you. And bye-bye!
Bye.